they used to call it. The more things you'd done, the more you'd get up there. So it was just thinking out the box, and I thought, you know what, I'll have to give it a go, do a bit of Come Dine With Me. It will help my platform. And sure enough, it did. Um,
It is like, really sort of almost commendable, like brave of you, because coming from a South Asian sort of background, and obviously you wear your hijab, you're quite religious as well. Some of our women are not given that sort of
yeah.
push to say, yeah, you can go and do
Well,
this.
to be honest, when I did Come Dine With Me, lots of people have said, how come you didn't wear a headscarf when you did Come Dine With Me? That was in 2009. Now, my headscarf is part of my own personal journey. But I've been a firm believer in, you've got to go out there and achieve all your goals, fulfill your dreams. My background is nursery nursing, health and social care and education, but I always had a passion for business, and it is about multiple stream incomes to get successful. You've got to monetize on, to achieve your goals. These days, if you're going to do a 9 to 5, it really just doesn't work. So I always had a passion, and I've always lived my best life and lived it on my terms.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I pay the bills. It's my rules.
Wow, I like that. Look, we're gonna delve so deep into your journey as well. You've named a few things. I know you've met Prince Charles through the Prince's Trust, and you know how to apply for grants to set up brand new businesses. So we're going to talk all about that. But I think everybody wants to know, how was it being on national TV, on Big Brother, a house made bespokely for you guys to live in, with all these contestants from different backgrounds, different energies, different ages, different, even like genders, and so much going on, where the world has changed so much since it first started. When Big Brother did first start, like, there was a lot of even racism and stuff, like I think Jade Goody was on that at that time, and and how some of the celebrities were treated, like Shilpa Shetty, when they were on. How was it actually being on the inside looking out?
Well, to be honest, microaggression and unfortunately racism still goes on. Bullying also goes on, and I would say there was, I did experience some of that.
Okay.
However, I'm a very, very strong person, and I was the oldest of 16 housemates.
Really?
But I was the oldest of 16 housemates, and I had my own strategy. Regardless, in that house, I would have liked to have learnt about, the casting was absolutely fantastic. There was Dylan with an amputated leg.
Yes.
There was Kerry with her MS.
MS is, what does that mean?
Muscular cirrhosis, I think.
Okay, that's right. Yes.
But I'll be honest, I haven't got much knowledge on that condition. But, there was people with Hallie, who was a tran, and then...
Who came out on the show, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And the housemates embraced it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And, there was people of different...
Was you shocked?
Was I shocked?
About when she came out, like, to say,
No,
hey,
not
I need
at
a
all.
confection,
No.
like...
No, not at all. I was expecting people of, but I was just so pleased how the casting was done. But one thing I really, really regret is I was hoping that I was going to learn about different peoples. For example, I'm teaching you my culture.
Yes.
About the eating food and things like that.
Yeah.
How we eat with our fingers, and it's a very cultural thing to even sit on the floor. And I like to embrace my culture, so I wanted to share my culture, but I also wanted to learn about other people's cultures. So when I came out the house, for example, there was this thing going on about Salmon Gate where I'd double dipped. Right, okay. I put my hands up. I didn't realise it was such a big, a big deal.
So this was the scenario where you've taken a bit of another housemate's fish. What's that? Olivia, was it?
Yeah. But, I would have appreciated if Olivia had actually said to me, Farida, this is my culture. We don't eat from each other's plates. and I would have accepted that, and
Yeah.
I would have like embraced, respected the
Yeah.
fact that's your culture, and I want you to celebrate mine. I want to celebrate yours. Let's learn off each other. But unfortunately, the housemates didn't. There was a lot of backbiting, backstabbing, talking about each other behind their backs.
Was it weird looking at, like, because we saw the angle where you was like, oh, can I try a bit of that? And she was like, yeah, go on. And then you've eaten it, and then we see you go for it again, and we could see she was a little bit like, okay. And then the camera captures something totally different outside, where she's like, you know that Farida, she went for my fish. Like it was okay in that scenario, but 2 minutes later outside, she's bitching about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this is it. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That what I would have loved is if I'd learnt about different people's, because I even noticed in the comments on social media, people were saying to Kerry, oh, well, we would have loved it if you had told us more about your MS. Well, the housemates would have appreciated that as well.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the whole point of a social experiment, of different people coming from different faiths, cultures, religions, and, backgrounds, to learn about each other. There was a diverse, and unfortunately, my experience, there was a lot of tasks. I mean, I only was in the house for a week, so there was a lot of tasks, but there was a lot of downtime where we could have learnt a lot about each other and what made us unique, because the actual cast was chosen very, very selectively. Going back to the Olivia situation, it was all over social media, this double dipping scenario. And guess what? A few weeks into the episode, I spotted Chanel and Olivia doing a chili challenge, drinking out the same milk carton.
Oh, mate.
Nothing was said.
Wow.
Wonder why?
Wow.
Nothing was said. They drank out the same carton. Is that double dipping? Then, a few weeks later, Matty, who I absolutely adore, was cooking in a big pot, straight from the spoon into his mouth while he's cooking, tasting it.
Wow.
That food was served to all the housemates. Was anything said? I don't think so. But had Farida had done it,
It would be all over it.
it would have
Do
been
you think it could be to do with your background, where you're from?
Well, like I said, I did. Looking back at the episodes and that, I could see there was definitely, there was bullying going on in that house. It's just good that I'm strong enough to stand up.
Yeah.
And it was like there was a group of them, unfortunately, Kerry and Hallie and Olivia, the three girls, and then there was Jenkins, Tom and Paul. So there was 6 of them that had sort of, but they cleverly would, when it came to nominations, they would stick together in a group.
Right.
And then when it was time for nominations, they would target that one person. So the first week I was their target. The second week it was Zach. And this is how they, it was a shame that, I had that experience of, looking back when I came out the house. There was a lot going on social media saying, there's microaggression, there's racism, Farida, we could see it, there was bullying, they were talking behind your back, they were hiding pots of noodles, and basically they were disrespecting and having a laugh at my expense. But what they failed to understand is I've got a huge following in the real world. Farida's army, they'll have you for breakfast, watch out. And Sean, you know, don't you? You know me way before the Big Brother days.
Of course.
How much support I've got on social media.
Massive, because do you know what, you're a genuine person, you're authentic, and you help a lot of people, you give a lot of advice. We've done many lives together, so when I saw you on Big Brother and you were telling me, after that I'm going in, etc., I was like, wow, like this lady is exactly what it is on the tin. She says what she does. Do you know what I mean?
Talking about helping people, I mean, I can't take away the goodness it did as far as going on Big Brother. The whole process was long. Since it was the casting crew that spotted me on TikTok. Initially, I said no to the offer. And then I reassessed it and thought, how could it benefit me? Well, you know, and then I reconsidered and put in my application. The whole process took over nearly a year. A lot of meetings.